Good evening to One Amira. My name is Srirashni from Diploma in Accounting Semester 5. Today I would like to present about Chapter 2, Auditors and Companies Act 1965. Let me start with the introduction. Laws that differ from the Companies Act relevant to auditing. Companies Act under 1965, Act under 25 Part 6 Division 2 Audit. First, Section 172 Appointment and Remuneration of Auditors. 2. Section 173 Auditors Remuneration. Lastly, Section 174 Powers and Duties of the Auditor as the report on accounts. Secondly, appointments. Auditors are appointed by the shareholders during the annual general meeting and shall office until the conclusion of the next general meeting. Directors may appoint auditors with two circumstances. First, before the first annual general meeting of the meeting. 2. To fill any casual vacancy in office of auditors of the company. Next, remuneration. Fees and expenses of an auditor of a company. If an auditor appointed by the company at a general meeting shall be fixed by the company in general meeting, or if so authorized by the member by the directors. If an auditor appointed by the directors or registered may be fixed by directors or register if no fix shall be fixed based on provision in paragraph A, as if the auditors has been appointed by the company. Next, removal. Auditors may be removed from the office by resolution of the company at a general meeting of which special notice has been given. Procedures are: a copy of the special notice shall be sent to the auditor and to the register. Auditor may within 7 days after the receipt by him, the copy of the notice make representations in writing to the company and request that period to the meeting at which the resolution is to be considered. A copy of the representation be sent by the company to every member of the company to whom notice of the meeting is sent. Unless registered on the application of the company otherwise order, the company shall send a copy of the representations as so request, and auditor may require that the representation be read out at the meeting. After auditor is removed, company shall appoint another auditor. Lastly, in the event company fail to appoint, register shall appoint an auditor. Resignation. An auditor can resign in two ways. First, if is not sole auditor of the company. 2. At the general meeting of the meeting. If auditor give notice in writing to director of the company that he decide to resign, the director shall call a general meeting as soon as practicable for the purpose of appointing an auditor in place of auditor who decide to resign. Duties of the auditor. The accounts are in opinion property drawn up to show and fair view, comply with the law and accounting standard. Accounting and other record and register required by the law to keep by the company are properly kept. Auditor has obtained all information and explanation that he requires. The returns received from branch office of the company adequate. The director's report are consist with final statement. Auditor has obtained all information and explanation that he requires. The returns received from branch office of the company adequate. Lastly, the director's report are consistent with financial accounting. Last but not least, power of auditor. Auditor's power rights are: right to access to book, accounts, vouchers of company at all reasonable times, and require such information and explanation from the company's officers as they think necessary for the performance of their duties and editors. Right to attend any general meeting which any members of the company is entitled to. Right to heard a general meeting which they only part of the business that concern them as auditors. Right to receive a copy of a written resolution purpose. Thank you.